This is LGBT, all the different sexualities and differentiating between them. So, the first thing that's important to understand is what sexual orientation is as a whole. But sexual orientation is what gender or genders a person is attracted to, or what people overall a person is sexually attracted to. And now everybody has a sexual orientation. So if you're a female and you are attracted to boys, that would be your sexual orientation. And then similarly, if you are a female and you are attracted to females, that would also be your sexual orientation. So everybody has a sexual orientation. Even if you aren't attracted to either sex sexually, then none at all would be your sexual orientation. So everybody has one, although it is mostly focused in the media on the sexual orientation of a boy and a boy or a girl and a girl, and that's how it's talked about, but overall everybody has one, no matter who you like or what gender they are. So the first sexual orientation is heterosexual, which is the most common, and that is being sexually attracted to members of the opposite sex. So that would be the traditional male and female relationship, and these people being together. And that is what is the most common relationship. Next, there is homosexual, which is gay, which is males who like the same gender. So that would be a boy liking a boy and vice versa. So this is a male and male relationship, and that can include anything from dating to marriage to whatever. It's just a boy liking a boy. The next one is homosexual lesbian, which is very similar to the gay. It's a girl liking a girl. So female and female relationships, and these females liking the same gender. So those are the three main that everybody hears about, but there are also 4 other ones that are very less known about, which is why I wanted to make this presentation, to educate people about them. So the next one is bisexual, and that is actually a person being sexually and emotionally attracted to both genders. So rather than a girl being attracted to a boy, or a girl being attracted to a girl can actually be attracted to both a boy and a girl, and that is just bi meaning two, liking two sexes, liking both of the sexes. So it can be a female who likes both females and males, or a male who likes both females and males. And this can be emotionally and sexually for each of them. It really depends on the person and how they feel personally. Next is demisexual. And a demisexual person only feels sexual attraction if they have a strong emotional bond with the person. So a demisexual person doesn't look at somebody and think that they are hot per se. They have to have known that person emotionally and feel a strong connection with them before they are sexually attracted to a person. So what goes along with that is their sexual attraction could be with a boy or a girl, regardless of the person's gender themselves. It really depends who they have an emotional connection with. They could have an emotional connection with anybody, and if they have that connection, then they would be sexually attracted to that person. So gender really doesn't matter here. What matters is the emotional connection, because without it, they do not feel the sexual attraction to either gender, but rather they need that emotional connection to want to be with somebody in a sexual way. Next, there is asexual, which is a person who does not feel sexual attraction. So like I said earlier, everybody has a sexual orientation. Even though an asexual person does not feel sexually attracted to anybody, that is still a sexual orientation. So an asexual person can experience emotional ties to others, regardless of gender, so it really depends on the person what gender they have emotional connections with, but they aren't sexually attracted to a person, even if they have a really deep emotional connection. So unlike demisexual, which get the emotional connection and then are sexually attracted, asexual people can have no emotional connection or a lot of emotional connection. Either way, they are not sexually attracted to anybody, but rather they focus on emotionally being attracted to people and loving them and getting to know a person regardless of gender. And then sexual activities just aren't attractive to these people. So they aren't sexually attracted to either sex, but they are emotionally attracted. And then the last sexuality we're going to talk about today is pansexual. And that is when you are sexually attracted to both genders, but not necessarily emotionally attached to them. So what that means is you can think that a male is attractive, but you would never have an emotional connection with him. So basically, you can find somebody sexually appealing, but you wouldn't have an emotional connection with somebody of that gender. So a pansexual person can feels capable of sexual attraction to anyone, and that includes males, females, transgender people. They could be sexually attracted to anyone, however, they do not have an emotional attraction to everyone. So that was all the main different types of sexualities and kind of a more in-depth explanation on all of them.